Like, seriously, who doesn't love rainbows? Hey you guys, my name is Lindsay and I am with Perfectly Pastry. Who is Perfectly Pastry? We are a local bakery in Waterloo, Illinois. I have to change my glasses. The other ones are way too reflective. Ugh, much better. I was never going to make it looking at my computer screen in my glasses. I love these things, but that's not going to work today. How are you doing? I'm late. I am very late. Sorry about that. Yes, I was on Facebook the other day and I got this random message, and of course, like an idiot, I clicked on it and I like logged in like I was supposed to and realized it was a phishing thing on Facebook. So then I had to like change all my passwords and did not change the password yet in StreamYard, so I had to work on that. That's what put me behind. So sorry about that. How are you doing this week? I don't even remember if I said this, but if you're watching me live, use a heart. Let me know, like, hey, this is the first, or hey, I'm watching you live. If you're watching me on replay, use hashtag replay. And if it's the first time you've ever caught me live, use a number 1. Let me know, like, this is the first time I caught you live. Well, I obviously am just like hung up on the fact that I was like scrambling to get logged in. I was just like, oh my goodness, I completely forgot. And then I was like struggling with my camera, which we all know I set up every week, right? So then like I couldn't get my camera to work. So I had to like troubleshoot it. Thank goodness, like my husband is a little tech savvy because he has taught me over the years, like a little bit so that I can be more independent and tech savvy. Because if not, I'm telling you, I would probably just be way more of a hot mess. I mean, plus I use Google a lot. Like if I can't get something to work on my computer, like before I ever ask my husband for help, because it's a thing, like I'm a pretty independent person and I'm like, I don't need my husband's help. I'll Google it and see if I can figure it out. And then I go to him like, okay, I can't figure it out. Like I told you guys, like I do a lot with iMovie, right? Like that's how I edit my movies. I couldn't get iMovie to work the other day. I even tried Googling it and I tried to do everything that I saw as suggestions. I just couldn't get it to work. I was pretty mad because he spent like 10 minutes and got it working for me. Now, granted, I can't find any of my old data, so now I have to have him look at that part of it, but at least it's working, right? I'm like, so I wanted to let you guys know that we actually have 2 new flavors in the shop. Yes, so we have 2 new flavors that we've rolled out that's available for our keto line. We have 2 new muffins. We have a strawberry coconut keto muffin and then a lime coconut keto muffin, which, let's be real, is absolutely screaming summertime and relaxation. Like I was so excited when we started talking about those. Personally, I love coconut and anything coconutty, so to me that just screams fun in the sun, right? Like for real. So I wanted to let you guys know about that. And then I am not gonna lie, I know I've been saying this for weeks, but my nieces come in on Monday. I am so excited for Monday. It's kind of nerve-wracking for them because my eldest niece is able to officially fly on her own. Therefore, she's allowed to take her sister on the airplane herself. And so they're going to fly out here by themselves. Now, granted, we are using a small airline. It has they have their own airport, so it's got like 2 terminals in it, the one they're going on and the one they're not going on, obviously, and it comes in here to Florida to a very small one that has like I think 3 terminals, but at that point they're exiting. They're not going to fly home on their own. I will be driving them back, but I'm really excited for them. They're nervous, but I'm excited for them, and I'm excited because they come in on Monday, but they come in really late. Like I think their flight gets here in Florida at like 11 o'clock. Yeah. And because it's like a smaller airport, it's like an hour from my house. So I'm going to be getting home pretty late. Like I don't stay up that late usually. I guess maybe I do. I don't know. I stayed out kind of late last night. My husband and I, what were we watching? We were watching like a Comedy Central thing last night. And then like the night before I was up late because we watch Barry. If you haven't watched Barry on HBO, we absolutely love Barry. And we were watching Barry. We were catching up on it the other night. But my nieces are so funny because they're like, they wanted to come in, like they get out. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? They wanted to get out and come out here on Thursday. And I was like my kids are still in school, and based on the ticket prices and stuff, it was easier to fly them out on Monday. And they were like, oh, well, we wanted to come out like Saturday. And I was like, oh, sorry guys, Saturday's bad for me. I happen to be in Disney. And my eldest was like, I cannot believe you chose Disney over me. And I'm like, it's not. Obviously, the ticket prices were cheaper to Flow I Am In on Monday, but we are actually really excited because Cosmic Rewind is open and we are going to go hopefully ride it this weekend. And I know you're thinking like, well, what are you talking about? It's the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride at Epcot. So all of you Disney fans out there, like we are so excited. We are going this weekend. And like my husband has this whole plan. Like, I don't know, I half listened to what he had to say about what we were supposed to do. And I know like, I think he said like, it's kind of like Rise of the Resistance. Like you have to be at the park and you have to have a reservation to reserve your virtual queue to ride the ride, or I don't know. All I know that is if we don't ride it this week, when I get on my live next week, I'm going to have to let you know that I had a big adult baby on my hands. He was like, I'm going to be so mad if we don't ride it this weekend, right? Because we never go. And I was like, honey, we'll be back. And he's like, no, I want to ride it this weekend. And so I like prepped my kids. I was like, okay, guys, we have to get up really early and nobody can fight with me. And we're going to eat breakfast on the go because dad is going to have a baby hissy fit if we don't ride the ride this weekend. And my middle child was like, really? I was like, yes. Really, he's going to be a baby about it. So now I'm like prepped everybody in the house and now we're like, dad is a baby pants. Dad is a baby pants. I was such a bully. I told you I bully my sister and I was bullying my husband over him like throwing a premature fit about how if he doesn't ride the ride, he's going to be so upset this weekend. I'm just like, really? Yeah. But speaking of that, I'm really excited. Like we have just a whole lot going on, like, right? I have a freshman starting next year. I can't believe it. So like we have all the end of the year school stuff for 8th grade, right, going on. And it's weird because they don't do like a graduation for 8th grade. They did a ceremony and you only got invited if your kid earned a certificate. So like you couldn't just go. They didn't have everybody there. My daughter did get a certificate. So we went to that. But they're not having anything major. Like when I was a kid in 8th grade, we had this like big 8th grade banquet and like it was your family. Like you had to get reserved tickets and it was like your family and they served us dinner and we got awards and then they had a dance afterwards. But for my daughter, they're doing a dinner and a dance, or yeah, dinner and a dance, but no adults, like parents can't go. Which is kind of weird. I mean, I guess that's not weird. I don't know why I find that weird. I just assumed like there was going to be something more, like something more heartfelt for me as my kid leaves 8th grade and goes into the high school, right? Like she's my eldest. She's my first one going into high school. Yes. Oh, it sounds so weird to say. And so I guess I expected more. And so I'm like so bummed that there wasn't more to it. So obviously that's a me thing and not a her, like anybody else thing. But we have that going tomorrow. And so we're really, really excited about that. She, like they had some really weird stipulations. Like, they could not wear like homecoming dresses. My sister's like, and a dance on school night. I know I hate when things happen on school nights. It drives me crazy because I still have younger kids. I have to get like to bed and stuff. I hate when things are in school night. And again, I'm old and I want to go to bed. But yeah, so we're really excited, but they couldn't wear dresses. Like they couldn't wear any formal dresses. So there were like no tight fitting dresses, no slim fitting dresses, no homecoming prom type dresses, no spaghetti strap dresses, no halter top dresses, and you couldn't wear a jacket to cover those up. Which is fine. Like I totally get the reason behind all of that. I'm just really bummed because we found this really adorable pantsuit for my daughter, but it's a halter top. And so I was like, oh, you could just throw a jacket over it. And then I read, no adding jackets. And I'll let you in on a little secret. I have totally gotten my daughter dress coded a couple different times. My fault, not hers. I was like, they're fine. She's like, no, mom, they don't mean dress code. And I'm like, whatever, let them say something. And then she got dress coded and I'm like, oops, my bad. Yeah, so I have gotten my daughter dress coded in the past. So I was like, fine, we'll follow the rules. But I'm really excited because she has these like super adorable like slacks that we found and this really cute like corset white top thing. And it has like, it's just adorable. So I'm really excited about that. But yes, I was so surprised that there wasn't like more involvement for the parents. Like, what about me? What about me? My kid's going to freshman year. But yeah, anyways, I thought today we would talk about kids, right? Because I'm coming to the end of the school year. I got a lot going on with my kiddos. Like my middle daughter had her wax museum today. And so she did Neil Armstrong. And so what that is they had to choose a historical character. And then they did like a poster board about them, and they created a button, and you go in and you push the button. So all the classes came in and parents could come in and you push the button, and then your child recited some facts about their character. So we went to that this morning, and that was a lot of fun. She was really excited about it. She did Neil Armstrong. So we bought her a costume, an astronaut costume online, and she was like so adorable. And we had like this rocket ship she brought. So we were doing that. So like I've been really focused on the kids because my nieces are coming, things like that. So I thought, I'm going to give you guys some really simple, easy rainbow activities that we do. And I know you're thinking like, why is it got to be rainbow? Like, what's up with that? So this week for dinner, I was like, hey guys, let's make pizza. I love making pizza with my kids. They enjoy doing it and I don't have to do the work. I've told you guys before, like I'm really big on like doing things with the kids, so I don't have to do that kind of stuff. And now that I have an older child, she can even get all this stuff out. And my youngest was like, oh, I love when we make rainbow pizza. And I was like, oh, we're not going to make rainbow pizza today. And that's actually because I typically have food coloring. Like we buy them for baking, but I also buy them for like activities, science activities, things like that for the kids. So I always have food coloring, but we're down to like 4 bottles of yellow. I guess my family doesn't like yellow. For whatever reason, I only had yellow. And I was like, well, yellow pizza doesn't sound fun. So we didn't do rainbow pizza this time, but we actually have done that. So I have actually done 3 food rainbow projects with all 5 of the kids, my nieces included. And it's a lot of fun to do. And it's really simple. Seriously, as a parent, it didn't take a lot of extra time. And my kids talk about it all the time. My nieces talk about it. Like my eldest niece and my daughter are high schoolers, and they're always like, yeah, let's make our rainbow stuff because they think it's funny, right? And they like doing it with the younger kids, but even when they were younger, we liked doing it. So I'm going to give you some of the simplest and easiest things to make, and seriously, like the kids absolutely love it. Okay, rainbow spaghetti. Rainbow spaghetti was super easy. It's easy, but it can be a bit time consuming. So if you can make multiple pots of pasta at once, that's the best idea. You literally just add the food coloring to the water when the noodles boil. And some of them were so gross looking and some of them were funny looking. And it was a hodgepodge of colors. It was super easy and the kids loved it. The way we did it is each kid got to boil a color of noodles. And then we put it all together and you got to grab noodles from each pot of color and then eat your spaghetti. And seriously, it wasn't that much more time. I think we had 4 pots going at once. I have 5 kiddos that I do it for. So I had 4 pots going. And then one of the older kids just did it afterwards. They didn't really care. And then we made spaghetti. Now we didn't do yellow for that because the noodles were already yellow. Rainbow pizza, which I said, rainbow pizza is super easy because pizza can be really easy to make with your kids. It's especially easy because my kids don't even like pepperoni. So like they just want cheese pizza. So, I mean, really no shit off my back there, right? And so the way to do rainbow pizza is you just color the mozzarella cheese. Seriously, like we just create a bunch of bowls with cheese, add some food coloring, mix it up, and then we create designs and we try to see whose pizza will remain looking like a rainbow, like rainbow colors. So a lot of times we just do straight lines because I ain't about trying to get it all curved and stuff like that. And so it's funny to watch like the younger ones and they just got like it everywhere and then it like comes out and it's pretty ugly when it comes out. And the older kids, they like work really hard to keep it in rows so that you can see the different colors. And honestly, you can see them sometimes. It's a lot, like I said, it's a lot of fun. And we have an air fryer. So I'll put some in the oven, put some in the air fryer, and I have a big air fryer. So it's faster for us. And we use a variety of things for crust. Like this past week, I bought pre-done crust, like little pre-done crust. I buy them from Aldi's. So it was super easy. We've made pizza dough because the kids like to do that. I've just done biscuits and like smashed out biscuits. Crescent rolls. Like I have grabbed a variety of things for these guys to make pizzas. I mean, you could use, my kids won't use bagels and my kids won't use English muffins, but if your kids will, have at it. You can still make rainbow pizzas with that. Seriously, you just add some food coloring to the cheeses and different bowls, mix it up, good to go. Seriously, so easy, lots of fun, which leads me to rainbow grilled cheese. Same concept as the pizza, no joke. You use mozzarella cheese, you color the cheese, and then you just add it to the grilled cheese. Now, it blends a lot more than what the pizza does. So the colors aren't necessarily cheesy, but I'm trying to remember because like we made rainbow grilled cheese before we ever even moved to Florida. Like that was one of our summer projects the summer that we moved to Florida, because we were without a house for a month as we closed on one house and closed on the other house. My kids and I stayed up north while my husband came down here to get us situated and close on the house and stuff. And so like we were bopping around between like my dad's house, my mom's house, my sister's house, and stuff like that. And so I actually brought all 5 kids with me because I was going to miss my nieces. And that was one of the projects. That was the first time we ever experimented with rainbow. We did rainbow grilled cheese. Seriously, different bowls, mixed up the colors, put it on the bread. We did like large sourdough slices of bread so that it would be more noticeable to us. And I'm almost positive, even though it kind of blended together, when you broke it open, you could see the color as the cheese stretched. And they love it. And seriously, it did not take a lot of time. So those are my like super easy, talk about being like number one aunt, number one mom, because I do these rainbow projects and they are so easy to do. I'm already going to be making them make those kind of things anyways. And so we just add a little color to it. Like it was really easy and a lot of fun. So that's my suggestion. If you guys are looking for some fun things to do that aren't a whole lot of work for you as the parent, seriously, rainbow anything. The kids love it. As a matter of fact, this year, I'll talk about it more this summer because the plan is this year we're going to do Disney theme nights. And so we're going to choose a movie and then we're going to make food like based on the movie. So that'll be interesting. I'm making the eldest 2 plan that. I'm not going to plan that one. So they've been working together to come up with a meal plan and the movie. And then together they'll be in charge of cooking the dinner. And then they'll use the younger ones to help them do certain things. And then they'll all set the table and do the dishes. So look at that. I don't have to do anything. Anyways, all right, you guys, I've just been rambling on here, letting you guys know because I am like so excited for my nieces to be here. I cannot wait. Like we are so excited. It's on Monday. Yay. I mean, it is technically Monday night, so I guess it's like technically on Tuesday. And the best part is like my kids have to go back to school Tuesday, like my nieces are here. So usually when they get in before my kids get out of school, I take them on a special like aunt dinner lunch date. I guess technically we'll go on like an auntie lunch date. So I'll let them choose wherever they want to go, and then we go eat lunch. And the best part about it is we have some of our favorite restaurants. They just opened locations up the road from us. So that is even more exciting. I know. All right, you guys, I'm going to stop jabbering on. By the time you see me next week, I will have my nieces here and we will be rolling into our summer fun. I am so excited. All right, you guys, don't forget to try the rainbow trick. It's so easy. Lots of fun. If you're watching us on Facebook, you should be liking and following us on Facebook. If Facebook is not your jam, check out the other social media. We are on there too. Facebook is the only one that we are at Perfectly Pastry Bakery. All other social media is at Perfectly Pastry. Yes, it's a thing. All right, you guys, I will talk to you again next week. You have a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you then.